What I want to show you today is my favorite chocolate pudding recipe. It's my favorite because it's easy. It is zero bowl, one pot. I got this recipe from Budget Bites, which is an amazing frugal cooking website. So we're going to start with our dry ingredients: half a cup of white sugar, 1/3 cup cocoa powder, and 3 tablespoons cornstarch. Another thing I like about this recipe is it's flexible. You can use cornstarch. If you happen to have a little tapioca starch, you can use that too. And for the milk, what I have here is 1 cup of heavy cream and 1 cup of whole milk. The original recipe calls for you just to use 2 cups of half and half, but I don't keep half and half around. You want to stir these together, these dry ingredients, before you add the wet ingredients. When it comes to the milks, you can also adjust those percentages. It will be less creamy if you use more milk and less cream, and vice versa, of course. But 2 cups total of your milk. And then just a splash of vanilla extract. Splash. Stove on medium-low. At first, this is going to stay separated and you're going to think you've done something wrong. But as the milk warms up, you'll see the ingredients start to dissolve. As with any custard, the hardest part of this recipe is that it does require pretty much constant stirring. It should take about 10 minutes for your pudding to thicken and start to bubble. You want it right there on the edge of bubbling. If it's been 10 minutes and you don't see any signs of thickening, go ahead and turn that heat up just a little bit. As you can see, we're thickening up here. The 2 things that are going to most influence how thick your pudding is are the amount of cornstarch and how long it stays on the heat. So if you like a thinner pudding, add a little less cornstarch. I really don't find that this recipe needs any thickening, but obviously the reverse would be true. I recommend dishing some into a for now bowl pretty much immediately. And you can see what this pudding is already doing is forming that little bit of skin. To prevent too much of a skin from forming, you're just going to take your plastic wrap, and you're going to lay it right on top of the pudding before you refrigerate it. Enjoy!